It's nice to know that some things, no matter how long they go by, never change.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back, and I know some of you missed us on Twitter, but you know what? We never go anywhere. We're just
On
like
Twitter?
most.
They missed us on Twitter?
People on Twitter were like, "I missed the Kind of Funny
Oh,
Morning
they were
Show."
saying they
were
missed us.
saying that.
Yeah,
right?
I saw a little bit
because
on the
they
Reddit
watch,
as well.
they wait for my tweet every morning.
Yeah.
And they see it, they go, "Oh my God, I can be
That's
alive."
what they're waiting for. They're
I can
not
be
actually
alive
waiting
today.
for the Twitch stream. They're waiting for Nick's, whatever bullshit Nick's going to say on Twitter
What
to
did
get
I
him
say
over
today?
here.
What did I say
don't know.
today? Kevin, go to my Twitter and take a look. It's amazing. I probably misspelled a bunch of shit, including the channel name. It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Welcome. Good morning. And welcome back to the Kind of Funny Morning. That's my Instagram. Welcome. Oh, Schmeegan. That's the little Schmeegan right there.
That's little Schmeegan. Show him Schmeegan.
Go back to my. There's too many things
Good Lord,
happening.
there's a lot happening.
Jesus. I don't think we can show that on.
What? Oh God! Click on. Let's cue these up. I want to see this first.
Oh God!
I mean, it looks like porn that I accidentally stumbled across, but that I'm like, well, no one's watching.
Show 'em.
And then I watch that porn.
Which one? The dog?
Show him the porn first. Don't show him the dog.
Show him.
Because that's going to make Nick look really weird.
Show them what real men look like. There it is, right there, ladies
There
and
we go.
gentlemen. That is Greg Miller and our dear friend Anthony
He's
Gallegos.
standing right over there. He's going to be on Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Anthony, you've lost a ton
later.
of weight. You look fantastic. Come show us your sexy body.
Show us that.
I wouldn't say sexy body, but
Look at you, man.
Take it off! Take it off!
Almost
Take it
kiss.
off.
Almost kiss. Almost, bud.
I can't.
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for Monday, November 27th. It is almost December, but Christmas has already started, and I love that.
December.
Almost December. Almost December. No.
I missed you, Andy.
That's sacrilege.
I missed you the most. I got to be honest with you.
Miss you too,
We'll get to it later, but I
Uh,
watched Coco, and maybe that's racist. I don't know. But there was a Greedo in it, so it reminded me of you.
It's fun.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone, we're going to talk about Coco later as our deep dive topic, but I just want you to know if you're going to go see Coco between now and then, just view it as maybe it's Kevin's origin story.
No,
I just want everyone to
it's
think
not
that.
Kevin's origin story.
I've
You think it's Andy's origin story?
Well, it's definitely not Kevin's. I'll tell you that much.
I have no musical talent.
No musical talent.
He sings like a nightingale. I just want everyone to know that.
Yes.
No? All right.
No.
If you guys are new to this show, by the way, if this is your first time, you're like, you know what, I had Thanksgiving and I just want to wash my palate clean with a morning show. Well, welcome. We do this show every day, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. It is a live show. You can be in the chat with us. You can be telling us how horribly insensitive we are right now, just like so many people are. The LHZ says squish, squish. I don't know what that means.
Squish,
But
squish.
it means it's amazing. If you guys don't have time to watch this live, or if you're in a different time zone, don't worry. We put this up on YouTube each and every day as well, over at youtube.com/kindoffunny. Of course, if you're here in the chat, you can be talking to us, or you can be a subscriber, which is awesome. We love you guys. You guys are the chosen few. How do you subscribe? Well, if you got Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch Prime subscription that you get to give away. It's super, super easy, as I proved 2 weeks ago when I subscribed to FM3's channel. That's right, that's Fran Mirabella. And each and every month, we are going to subscribe to someone else's channel to prove that it's so easy. It's so easy that even us dipshits can do it.
I love how Nick started that off by asking, now how do you subscribe? Which kind of like just makes sense because Nick doesn't know how to subscribe. But now we
I do know how to subscribe,
But now
because you know
you
why?
learn.
Because I have people.
You do
Andy.
have people.
I have people.
Joey
One of which
Noel.
is Joey Noel. And Joey was like, Nick, and she literally grabbed my hand and like put it on the mouse and was like, this is how you do it. And I was like,
This
that's
is
great.
how you
It's
do
you.
it.
Cock-a-doom. Of course, today's show is sponsored and brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. We'll get to that during the when we do a giveaway. We do a giveaway each and every day, and I'll tell you how to win those. Before we go into some stories, which are going to be, we got a little Aquaman news today. We got a little Rotten Tomatoes news. Another movie scored
Rotten
100.
Tomatoes news?
Well, it's a movie that scored 100% on it, which is very rare. And so I wanted to go into that a little bit.
What it is.
And it's very strange. And then, of course,
Did
we're going to
Justice
go
League
into.
fix itself somehow? Did it
No,
pop up?
no, it did not. Justice League still kicking it around, if I'm not mistaken, around the 40%.
Are we still doing the picture of the dog? And
We are going to do the picture of the dog in a second. I'm going to get to that
Twitter
right now.
post.
I'm
Okay.
going to get to that right now. We're free flow right now. We're free flow.
Free flow.
Bring up the picture of the dog. This is my other nephew. His name is Kona.
Okay.
Like a coffee bean. Kona
Gotcha.
Coffee Bean is his
I
full
get
name.
it.
I thought, I don't like that name. He looks like a Carl with a K.
He does kinda look like
so
a
I call
Carl.
him Carl.
Okay.
And he is the cutest thing
Does
on
he
the planet.
respond to it?
He does, actually.
Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
I think for the longest time he lived with another. He's my wife's youngest sister's dog. But for a while the dog jumped from place to place and was over to my wife's middle sister's house, and they took care of it for a while. So they called it Carl because they thought it was hilarious. Because when I name things,
Yeah.
it's just right.
Got it. Okay,
Right.
so they only called it because of you. They
Yeah.
they weren't inspired to call
No,
this Don Carl.
They just think it's funny, and then I go like this: shoot the glass. 'Cause
Okay.
It's like Carl from Die Hard.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's Die Hard season, everybody.
It's Die Hard
welcome to
season.
it. A couple housekeeping things before we jump into the news. Of course, our dear friend Andrea Rene is. Oh, there's my tweet. Let's go to that real quick. The morning show is back. Come burn off some of those Thanksgiving calories by watching me in activity at Tim Gettys on your screen. Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. I nailed it.
I liked your donut whirlpool.
Look at that.
I really want.
Well, you know, I searched long and hard for that.
Yeah. What
Long
did you
and
do
hard.
to get to this?
Calories. I
You
just
said
typed
you put
calories
calories?
in the gift finder.
Hey, that's a pretty
and that's
good
what
gift for
popped up.
calories.
There it is. Back to Andrea Rene, of course. She has been nominated for Trending Gamer. The clock is ticking.
It is.
It is fucking ticking. Okay, we only have another week and a half, I think, or 2 weeks.
Now, good news. That means that you have almost 14 days to vote because every single day you can vote for Trending Gamer.
Every day
Andrea
counts.
Rene.
Here's what you thought. You're like, hey, I got better shit to do today. You don't.
You don't.
Take 5 minutes out of your day, Google it, and try to figure out where you can vote for Trending Gamer, and then go vote for Andrea Rene.
If you literally just Google Trending Gamer vote and then click on her picture, you voted. And it'll take approximately 10 seconds.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Look at that. I should start voting.
Yeah, you should. You should. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? Here we go. Ready?
You know what I do?
Trending
I just have an
Gamer Award.
A reminder?
Chrome open. I have Chrome
Vote.
open, and once a day I go to Chrome on my phone, and it's like,
What
oh
do you,
yeah,
what
there
do you
it
have
is.
to Google for? Fuck that up.
How do you fuck that up?
Trending Gamer
We
vote.
just said how
Vote.
easy it was, Nick.
I put award vote and it didn't come up. Trending Gamer vote. There you go.
Yep. And then
Boom.
you just click on it.
Fuck you, C9 Shroud.
You know, switched. It's a whole.
Oh, fucking hell.
All
I'll
right.
do it later. What else? Oh, you
I don't know.
got
Let me know.
Pimp the Store thing.
The store thing.
On
Right now on kindoffunny.com/store, it's Cyber Motherfucking Monday or something. I don't know. We didn't make it up. It's a Rooster Teeth thing. They kind of did it, but I don't
There's a
care.
sale.
25% off everything. So that's pretty damn cool. Kevin, can you show the beautiful people what they can
I'm
get?
going.
I'm excited about this. I love this part of the year when we just get to take all the cool shirts we sell and mark them down and sell them
Mark
for
them
less.
motherfucking down.
Oh,
Anyway, all
you get
this
that
shit-
party mode shirt for $18.71. That seems arbitrary, but it's not.
It's 25% off
That
what
is
it was.
25% off.
So there you go, man. Get fucking excited. Get hyped. Cyber Monday. Do some stuff. Do some things.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And then, of course, there is a PSX community event scheduled all throughout. The schedule for PSX, which is coming up. You can check out those events on the Kind of Funny Facebook group, Reddit forums, yada, yada, yada. Also, there's a Portillo's meetup on Sunday of PSX, but that's down in San Diego. So you got to check that out.
Right now, I want to do a bit of a reveal, Nick.
Yeah, oh.
Kevin, can you show the people the 2017 Kind of Funny holiday picture?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I didn't have that queued up.
Because what's cool about this, Nick,
Yeah.
is the fan mail tier.
Yeah.
This month.
We've been killing it on the fan mail, too.
And we have.
I'm really
Greg.
proud of our fan.
Can you grab one of those things from that box over there? Let me show you. If you guys are wondering, hey, maybe I should back you guys in the fan mail tier. I don't know what's going on. Well, this was the perk last month.
Ignore it.
This is what we. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Ignore
This
it.
is what we gave away last month. A Team Fat apron. Look at that! Boom! They're all printed. You guys, if you were nice enough to back us at that tier, you're gonna get one of these bad boys
Very
soon. Next month, rather this month for next month is
Yeah.
going to be our annual holiday card drawn by one Panda Musk.
Panda Musk, the
Do we
artist
have
you
that?
know and love.
I'm gonna try to open it, but there is a pretty big chance it's gonna open up behind you guys right now. So
Fine,
that's
even
why I was
better.
holding it.
If I have to see two of my faces, great. He draws
it
me
did not.
so
It worked
perfectly.
perfectly. All right, here we go. Ready? I'm gonna
is
show
great.
it. I'm gonna show it. Bam.
So there you go.
There it is.
Fucking
so
love it.
I assume are we signing these? Did we talk about that, or are we just sending them out?
Yeah. We'll sign these and.
Are we signing the front? I don't want to ruin that art.
No, we'll sign the
Look at
back.
And then we'll
It's a
send them out to
postcard.
everybody at the Patreon fan mail tier level on patreon.com/kindoffunnygames or /kindoffunny. You only can get this in the next couple days.
Yeah.
Though, because once November's over, it's over.
So
That's
there
what they
you go.
say, right?
There you go. So yes, once it's over, it's over.
I look
That
as
is
in this picture. I look as happy as I feel always. It's pretty great.
The only inconsistency with this picture,
Mm-hmm.
okay, is that I'm the one holding the drink, and no one else is drinking.
Well, maybe
Right,
that drink
Which is maybe I'm just holding it for Joey.
Maybe.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, she's writing something down, so that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Look at her try to read.
She can
drunk.
read.
No, she's drunk though.
She's
I like
drunk, though.
Cool
She's seeing double.
Greg's
I like
Cool
Under
Coco
the
Greg's
Hat
Knuckles.
Ho and the Kind of Mary.
Yeah. Lot
Alright,
of
sure.
detail.
Oh, I
here,
like that
guys.
a lot. I
Did
love
you guys
that.
notice the little panda?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
I
there he
did
is.
everything. That's great.
Anyway, give a shout out to Panda Musk on Twitter as well, because he is amazing and a fantastic.
He's awesome.
human
He
being.
does this. We probably gave him one day to do this, and he did it, and he knocked it out. Tim.
Yes.
Let's go into some fun news.
Let's get into it.
First news story today, we have some promo art from the up-and-coming Aquaman movie. Have you seen this? This is actually the cast drawn as the characters. So if you're looking at that, that is in fact Jason Momoa in the middle, Amber Heard to the left.
And who's to the left of her?
To the left of her is Johnny Five.
That is Johnny Five. But then what about all the way to the left?
That guy right there is Prince McGonagall. He is actually,
okay.
yeah, it's funny because he's actually related to Professor McGonagall from the Harry Potter movie. Why did I
really
bring those up? Because they were playing them all
Warner Brothers.
weekend. They're great.
Right?
And then on
Cinematic
the
universe.
far right of that is Sharktooth McGillicuddy.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
Sharktooth McGillicuddy.
Yep.
And then to the right of him is Black Manta. There you
Yep.
go. So,
Yeah.
So we actually have all those. But fun to note, that's actually Nicole Kidman drawn as the Queen of Atlantis.
That's
Queen
dope as
Atlantia.
fuck.
So that's pretty
Let's
cool.
go.
That's Amber Heard, of
Amber
course. We saw Amber Heard a little bit in Justice League, and I was like, cool.
I don't like this picture.
You don't like it at all?
Well, it's weird. I mean, I feel like it's kind of stylistically inconsistent. And what's up with the black thumbprint on the side?
Oh, I think someone took a picture of it, and that's
Oh,
a shadow.
okay.
This is like a picture
Got
of
it.
this
Okay,
promo
okay.
art. Yeah.
That makes it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, this
No,
is
it's not
weird.
stylistic. I'm sure we'll see it in digital form at some point.
Cool,
I'm assuming
cool.
this is going to be some of the poster art, or maybe this is just a comic that's coming out. I don't know. This is a Reddit thing, so who the hell knows?
Yeah.
But that's that. Tim, scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the Aquaman movie?
I mean, I'm interested to see how they're going to do it.
Right.
I didn't really like how the swimming looked in Justice League, and
It was
I
like
thought it
flying
was
through the
interesting that they
water.
had to do
That's
a lot
how
of those
fast swimming works.
weird things with the making bubbles so they can talk to each other.
Right.
So I'm interested in how they're going to handle that in the movie.
Right.
I don't know.
It's like how, I imagine that's how Kevin swims. That's how fast he swims.
No, was not how fast he swims.
Does he swim slow but beautifully, like a
Kevin,
Cadillac
no,
going down the
Kevin's
road?
faster. than
He's
Aquaman.
faster.
Kevin in water. We've talked about this, Nick, but Kevin is faster in the water than he is anywhere else
We have a clip somewhere of him
in the water.
in the water.
It's
Not
true.
swimming though.
Not swimming, drowning. Kind of funny life too.
Mostly, more like floating.
I was
actually.
floating.
You
I
were
was
just
kinda
kind of
there.
pretending to be a sunfish, and I
A
did
manatee,
very.
I think. Oh no, what was
It
that?
was
Was
a
it a
sunfish.
sunfish?
Yeah, I
Oh
think-
my God! Look at that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember that fun clip? We drove into the ground
We
for a while.
still do it every once in
Do
a
we?
while. Yeah.
That's great.
Fuck, what was I saying? Oh, but I'm most interested in this movie because of James Wan. I like James Wan.
James Wan did
Director.
which
He-
Fast and Furious?
Fury 7?
7? Okay.
Yes.
He also did those horror movies, right? Didn't he have a series like that?
Insidious and
Insidious,
all
that's
that
what it
stuff.
was.
Oh, Insidious are fun.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, I'm about as excited for that as I am for every Warner Brothers movie that's coming out. Or every DC, I should say, movie that's coming out. Some Warner Brothers movies are good, but DC I will give shit until they make something good. Next news story, this is interesting. My wife wanted to see this movie this weekend, so I looked up the score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Interesting.
And it's at 100%.
Lady Bird. We talked about this last week. Joey Noelle and Gia went to go see this.
How was it? Did they like it?
Fantastic. They
It's
loved
supposed to be
it.
really good. This is, I forget Greta Gerwig, I think is her name.
Gerwig, Gerlson, whatever.
She's an actress, and this is her. I think this is her directorial debut, or maybe not.
And the crazy thing.
I should look that up. Actually, I think she may have directed something before
So
this.
this is the story of a girl growing up at a
This is the
story of a girl. Yeah, there you go.
I don't like how Andy can just come in and come out. We have to sit here all fucking hour. Why don't you just stand there?
It's the story of a girl growing up in a Sacramento all-girls school. And what's interesting about it is the school they're going to is Curran's fiance Shari's school.
Oh, interesting.
And it's the rival school to Joey Noelle's school.
What?
So Joey
This
Noelle,
is the
like-
story of a girl.
Of Joey.
It is Joey's story.
Rival school.
So she did direct something before this, but she directed something in 2008 called Nights of Weekends. This is her, I guess, this is going to be a breakout film for her because it's getting ridiculous reviews. People are like, this is just a great movie, great cast. I can never say this person's name. Saoirse Ronan, I think is how you say it. Saoirse?
Nail it.
Cersei.
I saying that?
Lannister.
How do you say that? Saoirse Ronan?
Man, what the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Yeah, that's her
Too
name.
many vowels.
S-
There's three
there's
vowels
too
in a
many
row.
vowels, dude.
A-O-I in a row?
Saoirse.
There you go.
A-O-I.
And of course, Laurie Metcalf's in it. Laurie Metcalf, of
Put
course,
the
who played
E and the
Aunt
U in
Jackie
there.
in
Oh, yeah?
Roseanne.
There you go.
She's awesome. So I can't wait to see this. I was going to see this weekend, but we just plumb ran out of energy.
Shersha.
Shersha?
Shersha.
Shorsha? I'm going to say Cersei. I'm just going to call her Cersei because she reminds me of Cersei.
Anyway,
from
this
the
is
game.
great that it's getting these reviews.
So this is my-
opted out of seeing this movie, and now I feel like a jackass.
I now want to see this movie because I've never, ever, ever seen something that's gotten a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes before. That is pretty
Yeah,
fascinating.
you have, and then it changes. Of
course it
that's
changes.
the thing, is there's a lot of times like, this will change.
Of course, it'll go down.
169 though reviews that are
Yeah.
given into that.
So then I go like this. Wow, there's 100%. Then I look down and I'm like, the average rating is 8.9 out of 10 out of 169 reviews. It's fresh, 0 rotten. And then I look at all those and go, I don't know how Rotten Tomatoes works. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's not mathematically possible. It's at 100%, right? And so I looked it up, and it turns out, of course, in typical Nick fashion, I have no fucking idea how Rotten Tomatoes works, and I've been thinking that it's wrong the entire time. You've talked about it before as it not being an aggregate, it's more of a watch or don't watch kind of thing, and that is actually how it supposedly it goes. So this is a story that I Googled. It's
I've talked about this a million times.
Andy is like literally
yeah,
stopped
but
us.
I didn't know how they actually came to that conclusion. I didn't know mathematically how they did it.
I feel like
I'm
Andy's
very confused.
I feel like Andy's stopped everything and been like, "Hey guys, this is how it works," and then talked for like 5 minutes.
How does
Yeah.
it work?
4 times.
I don't know how it works.
For
It's
sure.
written
You know,
in 140 characters.
Well, here's how
not
we're going to
even
explain this.
280.
This comes from MTV.com. This is the first thing I Googled. This is the first thing that came up. This is a story that's 3 years ago, but it says Rotten Tomatoes has built an express lane for finding out whether a movie sucks or will change your life. The service has become the standard for critical opinion now that there are thousands of movies reviews published every week, and without celebrity voices like Roger Ebert around anymore, yada, yada, yada. But those percentages and the tomato icons may not mean what you think. This is under the section of understanding the meter. To calculate a tomato meter percentage, the site rounds up reviews by critics who have been approved based on a set criteria. What? Tomato meter?
Tomato meter.
Tomato meter?
Thermometer.
Tomato meter?
Thermometer.
Tomato meter? According to a rep for the site, critics designate whether their reviews are considered positive, fresh, or negative, rotten. And in cases where it's most difficult to tell, the Rotten Tomatoes editorial staff reaches out to critics for clarification. The number of positive reviews is then divided by the total number of write-ups considered, and then you get the movie's tomato meter rating. So, that makes sense for this because this one didn't get any negative reviews. Every single person says, "Hey,
fresh.
this is fresh." But it is misleading because not all of those reviews were 100%. If that makes sense.
Got it.
They weren't all 10 out of 10s. The average rating is still so. What you should go on is probably the average rating versus the tomato meter itself. If that makes sense. So
Got
the
it.
average rating, this is really realistically is scoring about an 89% out of 100.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, 92% fresh, but average rating
7.7 out of 10, which there you go.
I still think it's 100% of critics are saying this is a movie you should watch.
100% of critics are saying this is it. Yes, this is a movie that is better than it is worse.
And those
Yes.
scores
Fresh.
can range from 6.5 to 10.
Fresh to
whatever,
not fresh.
Right. It has to score at least the 60% to be considered fresh, which is what this article goes on to say. So that kind of makes sense.
I mean, that's
I guess.
pretty-
I guess.
No, that makes total sense. I think that makes
Whatever.
sense in my mind.
Who cares? Go watch Lady Bird. It's getting good reviews.
Apparently
That's
it's good.
really the sum of the parts of this story.
That is your. I wish someone had tried to explain that to me for the last year and a half of his employment here. I wish they had, but no one did it as good as MTV.com.
I mean, I
Do you understand
think
me?
that Andy read that and then
Kevin P. Sullivan on MTV.com is a hero.
He is a hero.
Is he still working there? I don't know.
'cause this is from
article's
September
from
22nd,
2014. And that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. But Kevin P. Sullivan, if you by chance are one of the best friends out there, you get my shout out today. For P.S.
Shout
I
out
love
to
this
you,
best
Kevin
friend,
P. Sullivan.
XOXO. Boom. Boom. Dropping knowledge, dropping love. This next news story is a little fun one. This is less a news story and just more a quote on Mark Hamill's really buying into this whole Luke Skywalker thing. And let me tell you, sometimes I disagree, and this is one of those things I disagree with. Mark Hamill was this comes from Hollywood Reporter. Mark Hamill was horrified how the Wampa scene turned out in Empire Strikes Back. If you remember, the Wampa is that big ass
The
fucking
Wampa,
snow, the snow creature that gets his hand cut off.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
And Mark Hamill, this is what Mark Hamill has a problem with.
Okay.
Not the fact that he gets his hand cut off, or that he cuts off Darth Vader's hand. There's so many fucking people getting their hand cut off, but this is the hill he wants to die on.
What's he saying?
He's saying I'll read the story. Star Wars fans who thought the Wampa arm amputation scene was a little much in the opening of The Empire Strikes Back are not alone. Mark Hamill also was not pleased with the moment. Over the weekend, Luke Skywalker actor revealed that he was under the impression during filming that the huge snow beast would be frightened off by the character's lightsaber. The graphic arm removal was too much, Hamill said to his enormous Twitter audience. He got on the topic when a Twitter user shared a severed Wampa arm cake for hashtag National Cake Day. There's too many fucking National Cake Days, by the way. There's too many national
There's too many national cake
Every day
days.
can't be a national something.
Every day is national something.
Quote, when filming the scene, I was assured my lightsaber swipe toward the camera, creature not on set, would simply singe fur to scare him off. Horrified later, I'm sorry, this is a Twitter quote, so of course it's all fucked up. Scare him off, horrified to later see amputation and unnecessary cruelty. Wampa was hungry, not evil. Luke would never do this. Hashtag still angry 27, Hamill tweeted. So let me get this straight. This is where we've got to as a society. An animal that's about to fucking eat you, who hung you upside down in the ice, and is going to eat you alive, and you accidentally cut his arm off when you're trying to escape, and you're the bad guy.
I mean,
on that.
I think it was purposeful.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely purposely did it.
No,
but
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, and so to defend yourself, you don't kill it. You just cut one of its arms off.
Singe it a little bit.
And you scare it
That's what
off.
he said.
And that's unfortunate.
I mean, I disagree with
Come
Mark
on, Hamill.
Because he didn't train yet at that point, so he wasn't the good guy Luke we all know. He was still shooting the fucking rats and stuff.
He trained a little bit with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, well, he trained a little bit with a little fucking like that little bead bullshit ass laser. He's all like, I can't say.
Use the Force. I'm trying, dog, but I would still also like to use my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the Force and my eyes at the same time together equal a mega force.
Mega force.
And that's all I'm saying. Mega force. I think this is it's silly. It's just who cares? It's not really a real story.
A Twitter fucking reply turned into a headline.
It's one of those things. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where I'm just like, why would they write this article up? Why does it need to be said? It's completely absurd, but I thought, why not? I'll just join in on this stupid joke.
Nick?
What's that?
We're like 2 weeks away from Star Wars.
We are.
Episode 8.
God. Potato Toes says Wampa Justice Warriors.
Good Lord.
That's amazing.
Funny. You're funny, kids.
We are very close to Star Wars. I'm very excited. We got through Justice League.
We did.
We got over the hump that was Justice League.
And we were rewarded
going into that
handsomely.
Well, we had Thor, which was great. Thor gave us the juice to get through Justice League, and now we're rewarded at the end of every year with a Star Wars film, and that's just super duper fly.
Super duper fly.
We're gonna go quickly into our deep dive topic, which will cover probably 4 mini topics in there. But I did want to remind everyone, if you want to give us a tip and talk to us directly, you can cue those bad boys up. And also, if you want to give us some cheers, you can do it that way. How does that work? It's just like the Rotten Tomato meter. Nobody fucking knows.
What's his name? Kevin P. Sullivan?
Kevin P. Sullivan.
He might know.
At mtv.com/news. If you could please tell us how cheers work on Twitch, we would really like that. But either way, cue those up. We'll be right back to that. In the meantime, Tim, over the holiday break, we watched a lot of things.
Yes, we did.
You texted me this morning, hey, I watched Coco. I also watched Coco.
You did?
I did, because I went to we were trying to figure out what to watch as a family over Thanksgiving, and none of my wife's family, myself included, had seen Coco. Went to Rotten Tomatoes, it's at a 96. I was like, that's super high, even though I don't understand how any of this shit works. This has to be good, right? So we were gonna see Thor. Everyone had already kind of seen it. Half the group had seen it. We were gonna see Justice League. 90% of the group was like, I don't want to watch that movie. I was like, I can't really fight for this one. Coco was the concession that we made. And I got to tell you, it was a good concession.
It was a damn good movie, man.
What'd you think of it?
I really, really, really enjoyed that movie. Pixar movies can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
For me, especially when you're talking about the sequels and stuff. Like some of the sequels, every once in a while you get the Toy Story 2 and 3, and it's fantastic.
Boom.
Every once in a while you get a Cars 2, and it's not so good.
Did you watch Cars 3?
Every once in a while you get a Cars 3, which is like, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Right.
But then I feel like the new IP, the new franchise, whenever they put their best foot forward, with the exception of maybe The Good Dinosaur, I don't really like that one too much.
I haven't seen that one.
Sucked.
But
Thanks, Kev.
Inside Out, fantastic. Up, fantastic. You started going back, fantastic movies, right? Coco fell in line with a lot of these where when I see the trailer, I was like, I have no interest in this. Zero. But I'm like, I have faith because it's Pixar. And I was right to have faith because this was a joy to watch. I loved the visuals. I thought that the other world was super freaking cool.
Yeah.
I loved that
I love the spirit animals. I thought those were really,
They're
really
great.
cool.
The Greedo
The dog.
became a plot point.
Hell yeah, it did.
And that was their power. And it made me very fucking excited.
So we're gonna
he's
go.
a lot better than the main character.
You are a lot better than the main character. I initially was like, okay, we're just gonna watch it. It's gonna be a fun animated movie, right? The only criticism I have about this movie, and it's not even about the movie itself. It's about the 74-minute long short that happened before the movie.
Yeah.
That fucking
here's some
Frozen
facts for you
short
guys. Here's
was
some facts.
so long.
No jokes, no exaggeration. This is something that happened. There is approximately
God.
13 trailers for random talking animal CG movies.
One of which was
this.
Incredibles 2. What up?
Yeah, and
Got
one
a
of which
teaser for that.
was
Shout
fully in
out.
Spanish with subtitles.
I didn't have that.
Really?
one.
I'm like, who the fuck's the audience for this?
Spanish people.
Like really smart kids?
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
know.
It was weird. You go through that, and then all of a sudden, Pixar movies usually have a short in front of it. This one had a Frozen
Olaf.
short.
It was Olaf's
the second
short.
Frozen short that they've done
Right.
before movies and stuff. And it's like, all right, cool, we'll get into this, and they got to sell fucking songs and merch and
Yeah,
shit.
they gotta
I
sell
get
more
it. I get it.
fucking
People
Olaf's
like Frozen.
Toys.
This thing was literally 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's at that point, it's not a short anymore. It is a movie.
It was so long.
It was so long that like 20 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm gonna go get a Diet Coke refill. I was so fucking bored with it that I'm like, I gotta go get a Diet Coke. My wife, who hates animated movies to begin with, was like fucking groaning at this thing. She was like, how did you drag me to this? Not one, but 2 animated movies I have to sit through. And I'm like, well, I guarantee Coco's gonna be better. But at a certain point in the Frozen, what was it, Olaf's Adventure, or the Adventures of Olaf? Olaf gets lost in a forest.
Yeah,
I was
I don't
like,
know.
What is happening? Now, granted, some funny moments.
Some funny moments. Here's my thing: is this shit's getting a lot of hate, and it deserves
Rightfully so.
much of it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I think by the end of it, it wraps up nicely. But man,
I wouldn't know. I left. I got a hot dog.
yeah, I'd say the last 5 minutes of it are legitimately good.
I left when he
The
was
rest
getting
of it,
chased by
though,
wolves.
Yeah, from there on, I think it's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. They did a thing that, like, I'm gonna spoil this for you because you don't fucking care. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
In the Frozen thing.
In the Frozen.
Okay,
I'm not spoiling Coco.
Okay.
There's a moment where all of a sudden it's like there's all these shitty songs leading up to it, right? Where it's like none of them are good.
Like, by the way, it's a short that has songs.
Dude, it has like 6
Multiple songs in
it. But it hits a point where it goes to a throwback song that's kind of a mix of all the ones from the first movie. And I'm like, finally, this is something relevant and like interesting, kind of. And then they like retcon a bunch of shit and they do some Metal Gear Solid like Saw-style flashbacks of like, remember those moments from the first movie? Well, here's a little scene afterwards. It's just like, holy crap, like they're actually doing this.
It literally felt like they took all these scenes from Frozen. Like they had all these extra scenes from Frozen that were just left over, and they were like, let's put them together. And they were on the cutting room floor for a reason.
It really it felt like a joke how long it was, but then once they started doing all the flashback stuff, like literally.
Again, don't get me wrong.
Is the spoiler thing up?
Flashback, and that's
Yeah,
when you
it's-
see who killed Han.
Dude, no, it's like, so it's kind of like
And
that.
it wasn't Jason Statham.
So-
it was someone else.
The whole
You're like,
thing
whoa, it
is
was the
Olaf.
Rock. The Rock killed Han.
The whole thing is Olaf trying to find a new tradition for the family to
For the
have.
family, right.
And the family doesn't have any traditions. Throughout it, Olaf fucks up a bunch of shit, and then the girls realize we do have a tradition. The tradition is every year Anna used to draw a picture of Olaf and give it to Elsa. Did you see this?
No, I left again. I left.
So that's what they ended up
5 minutes
finding
before
out.
I was like, I gotta get a hot dog. This is fucking boring as shit.
And then what they did was they showed scenes from the first movie of like when they first built Olaf, and it was like then it shows another thing of like her drawing, and then it like cuts away to the knock 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 the do you want to build a snowman? And it's like after that she slid a fucking picture to Elsa. And it's like they just kept doing it where she kept sliding pictures to Elsa in scenes we'd seen before.
that's just like harassment, actually.
It was just
I don't know if
ridiculous.
that's a tradition so much as it is. Please stop doing that to me. Here's what I don't like about it. I thought at the end of it, the tradition was going to be that they just invited the whole town back to the thing, and they ended up throwing the thing that they should have thrown to begin with, and told everyone, "Hey, it's not a surprise. Come join us for a dinner or whatever."
Yeah.
Which would have been totally fine. But now that you're telling me that, I'm so glad I missed. I literally stood in line for 5 minutes to get a hot dog. Never been so happy in my life to do that.
Man, it was
I'm like,
fucking weird.
I'm just
it was
relaxing.
so weird. And like another thing that I know this is super late, and like why am I fucking criticizing Frozen years later? But like her ice powers just allow her to like create life and create light and create all. It's like you have ice powers. How come you can make things fly?
Also, how come she can touch everything now? Remember before she had to wear gloves and shit, right?
Well, it's because she had to hide it. She was scared.
Oh, but now she can control
Yeah,
it.
she's not like Rogue. It's not, yeah, no,
Morph.
it's not that bad. Anyway, we can take the spoilers thing off, Kev.
All right.
Because Coco was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Once we get through that, by the way, we're shitting on this short. If it had just been a standalone short, if I had just watched this on TV, I'd be like, this is fine. But I wanted to get to Coco.
Yeah,
and we had already been in the theater for 45 fucking minutes.
Honestly,
at this point.
it was very egregious. Very weird.
Coco.
But Coco was fantastic. I thought it was a very fun story, and it was a very classic Pixar in the way that, like, the last third of the movie, I was just bawling. And it was like, the thing for me that is interesting is the plot is super predictable. Like, I would say about 15 minutes in, like, there's a character, and once I saw it, I'm like, I know exactly where this is going. Like, I lean over to G, I'm like, this is what's happening. Despite that, it still got me. Every reveal they had, I was just like, oh,
it is,
no.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting because you watch these Pixar movies, and they have a team of people who just know how to put together a classic Hollywood script, right? Where the story, each of the A, B, C stories just wrap up perfectly. Exactly the way you want to, at the time they want you to. Yeah. The only critique I have of this movie is that the first act was really, really long. There was a lot of setup to get us to the point where he goes to the land of the dead, which I felt could have been cut. But I mean, you had to set up the world of the things and the Day of the Dead and all that stuff. And so at a certain point, I was like, this is cool, but when is the actual plot going to kick off? Like, when's he going to go to the land of the dead? It does take a while, you're right. It takes a little while. Again, I wasn't necessarily, like, disappointed with it. Had I not sat through 55 minutes of fucking Olaf beforehand, I'd have been like, this is really cool. But I was, because I could feel the general populace around me was, like, a little anxious to get kicking, I was like, let's get him fucking into the land of the dead.
Now, I will say the audience around me was a packed theater. First off, this movie's killing it.
Oh, mine was sold out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Little kids everywhere, which I understand. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I loved watching this movie with kids.
Most
movies you don't want to watch.
No.
These kids were so invested.
Oh
There's this little boy next to me. Every single thing that happened, he was just like enthralled by. And like there's moments where like a character like falls off a cliff and there's everyone, no!
Yeah.
I'm just like,
it's so good.
They're so funny.
I mean, that's the great part about these Disney movies and these Pixar movies specifically, is that they really do manage to make something that appeals to all ages. Like the art style in this is stunning. Stunning.
Oh yeah.
Like even the normal world versus land, all of it was gorgeous, and then the use of color, all that stuff was amazing. But it legitimately, like, watching that movie with my family and having it be about family and having it be about how, like especially for me, where it's like, it's a nice reminder of, like, no matter what you're trying to achieve in life, like, family is the most important thing. And it's, and they can help you achieve that, you know, and the miscommunications and the community and all that stuff. It was just, I thought it was really, really well done.
It was
also,
very well done.
Shout out to the music. I really liked the songs. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
The Land of the Dead stuff, when they first go into it, the imagery in that was stunning.
Beautiful. Colors were so great. Yeah, I loved it, and I feel like because Pixar movies kind of known to be tearjerkers, and a lot of times it's very predictable. And like I was saying earlier, like there was predictable moments for sure, but something I thought was cool about this movie is there wasn't like one. It's not like Up where I'm like, oh, when you're like, oh, I cried. It's the moment everyone knows.
Yeah.
This has multiple moments. I feel like it's like a prolonged thing. There's not like one tearjerker scene. It's more just like a feeling you have in the last third of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very closely tied in to me at least with like just family in general, of like the dynamics of family and how, you know, every once in a while, no matter, you know, you can get into arguments with family, you can get into like parts where you're just not connecting, and then when you do finally come back and you do find that common ground, you're reminded of how important it is. And like to me, like toward the end, the last few scenes of the movie, I was just like, I saw him fucking coming too. I fucking saw him coming.
There's no avoiding it,
It's like a goddamn car or a garbage truck that is slowly rolling down the street on fire.
Austin Powers.
And you have time to go get coffee, but no matter what, you're like, you forget about it. You come back and the fucking thing hits you, and you're like, damn it, I knew it was coming. I saw it. It is like that scene in Austin Powers. It's like, and the thing just slowly rolls him over.
Yeah.
Man, it's so good though.
So go check it out. Coco.
I think it's definitely worth a watch. Again, this is another one of those movies that I was like, I'm not going to watch this fucking movie, right? Just like Inside Out, I'm like, ah. And somehow I get drawn into watching it, and I'm like, oh, I'm reminded of how good these guys, how masterful these guys are at making movies. These men and women, I should say, these people are making movies.
Yeah.
So there it is.
John Lasseter, audible boo when his name came up in the credits.
He's having some, He's,
I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, there's some news stories about him that have come out that are unfortunate. Other things that I watched over the weekend, real quick, I watched The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Oh. Nick, of course you did. Of course you did. And?
It is exactly the movie you'd think. It's fun. The reason it's a fun movie is because it's fun to watch Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson just hang out and talk shit to each other.
I buy it.
All the action scenes are well done. It's a well-made movie, but after the 50th person you see get shot, you're like, the plot is totally silly.
Yeah.
You know, Selma Hayek is hilarious in it because she plays his wife. And she's just completely outrageous and fun. Samuel L. Jackson's great to watch. It's just fun watching Samuel L. Jackson do anything. And Ryan Reynolds is good in it as well. That's pretty much. And the girl that played Electra Nachios is in it as well.
Oh, okay.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
But ultimately, should you rent this for $5 an hour? Wait till it comes on Netflix. If you're bored, rent it. If you if you have patience, just wait. This is not one of those. It was between this or Valerian that I was going to watch over the weekend.
I want you to watch that and tell me what you think about it. I don't want to watch it myself.
It's not great.
I'm probably going to
Valerian?
watch it over the weekend.
Valerian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Kevin
that.
sees everything. He's at Movie Pass now.
I know. Well, that was a long
He sees
time
every
ago.
movie.
That was before Movie Pass, but like I
Yeah.
really, really like Fifth Element. Like it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And
This
Right,
was supposed to be
not
the
up to
spiritual successor to Fifth Element, right?
It's not.
Just not there. How you know why? 2 words. Corbin Dallas.
no,
Corbin Dallas.
no.
Lilu Dallas. Multipass.
There you go.
Dude, it didn't have Bruce Willis in it.
No, the biggest
First
issue
off,
with that
Fifth
movie,
Element. But no, Bruce Willis, Chris Rock, Mila Jovovich, Gary Oldman. Suck it, man. That is a fucking all-star cast. This one, it's got the kid from that one movie who was
Chronicle.
bad guy in
Chronicle.
Spider-Man.
Chronicle.
And then Cara Delevingne. And I'm talking shit about them like they're not both awesome. They're actually pretty both
They're really
awesome.
cool.
That's why I thought this movie was gonna be cool. Then it has isn't Rihanna in it at some
yeah,
point?
Oh yeah, she is.
she's in it.
She's doing that, right?
It's
She's
just
acting.
it does the thing where it's like, oh, it's a comic book movie and people hate like backgrounds and like
Origins.
origins.
Yeah.
So let's just not do that. Let's just do the second movie, and it like that doesn't work either.
That's unfortunate because the origin movie is always the most fun. That's the way it goes.
Gia started watching Fargo.
Oh, the TV
And
show
I'm
or the
doing
movie?
The TV show.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Fucking great.
The movie's
I'm not,
amazing. and
maybe I
fucked
have.
up,
I always
man.
get it confused with something
so
else, but
fucked
you know
up,
what?
Tim.
The
I'm
movie's
not a-
so fucking dark.
Well, have you seen the TV show?
No, it's supposed to be really good though.
It's fucking dark as hell.
People
and
really like
I'm
those first 2 seasons.
I'm Tim watching it, where like I'm working on a computer and she's watching on TV. So every once in a while, I'll look over, usually during sex scenes, of which there are a bunch in this. But yeah, that shit gets real dark real fast, and
Talk
it's
about
some
Valerian?
fucked up shit.
We haven't watched.
Fargo.
I was saying it was between Valerian or The Hitman's Bodyguard this weekend, and
What'd you go with?
I chose The Hitman's Bodyguard.
How was that?
It was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Let
it
me
was
tell you,
okay.
Valerian?
Yeah.
Also okay.
Really?
A lot of wasted potential. Now, I went in a frowny face about this one. I was like, I don't want to see this, Jen. This isn't just like I did when she put on Across the Universe at fucking 1:30 in the morning.
How was
but that's
that?
a
I
different
tried
story.
watching that the other day. I was like, nope.
I passed out in the middle of it. I
Can't do it.
came back into it, and it's just, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't
I
bad.
always
it's
want
good music.
I watch I always start that movie, and then I think to myself, why don't I just watch Moulin Rouge?
Great.
Why
point.
did I
That's
just watch
what we're all
Moulin
chasing.
Rouge?
Speaking of that new Jackman flick.
Yeah.
The one of him
The,
being the carnival
the
man.
Greatest
Dude,
Showman or whatever it is.
I'm a carnival man, and I got some elephants.
That
Hey,
movie
see
looks
the
so like just
elephants.
like we gotta win awards.
Yeah.
Like let's make it a movie to win awards.
Fuck it, let's
I
do
don't
it.
think it's gonna be good. I
have
think it's
my-
gonna lack the magic. It looks like a wannabe La La Land. It's not gonna hit it.
Aren't the Ringling Brothers or whatever their names are?
Barnum and Bailey?
Yeah, weren't they like mean people?
Well,
Well-
wasn't everybody
Well,
back
that was
then?
Hugh Jackman
Sure.
and he's
They didn't.
Your
They
kid just
weren't-
died in the coal mine, all right? You're pissed off about
Yeah,
something.
they weren't mean so much. As
Life
they just.
expectancy's 31.
Yeah, I think they didn't have the same regard for animal life that we do now.
But like also
If my-
people, right? Like the freak show was not a nice thing.
The preview made him look very nice to you.
yeah,
The preview, he gave them a home, Kevin.
Yeah.
Similar to how we've given
Zendaya.
you a home.
All right.
We've all given
Anyways,
each other a home.
Valerian.
live somewhere
Let me
else.
tell you, I went
I live
in
here.
no expectations
Yeah.
other than this. I know this did poorly. I know it's a terrible name. I know I didn't love the Fifth Element. I know
What?
I don't like space that much.
You didn't love the Fifth
Didn't
Element?
love the Fifth Element. Overrated, as many things are.
Tim stabbed him in the throat with a pen.
He doesn't have.
All right.
Maybe with an iPhone we could. You know what I mean?
It's too soft.
Too soft.
It's got too many soft.
Watch this flick. Starts off very strong. I'm into it. I'm enjoying myself. And then the longer it went, the more it lost its momentum.
You didn't-
I also don't like the actors.
You didn't
You don't like Cara
wow, you didn't like
Delevingne
the actors?
and Dane DeHaan?
They just didn't have it going on.
They
You
didn't
know
have
what
it going on. Yeah,
They
there's
didn't
no
have it
chemistry
going on.
at all.
They're good. I like them as actors, right? He was a great Harry Osborn. She was a great. Well, I won't say that, but she was in Suicide Squad.
She was in
She was
fact
in
in
Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
She
Squad.
was she
You
Enchantress?
didn't think it
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think it was
Overrated.
confusing? Like
The movie?
Yeah, who are these people? What are their like arrangement?
The pearls?
No. Like the two characters, like
They're space marines. I'm into it. Whatever.
I don't know. I felt like I was like, I don't know what's happening here. Are
I
they
feel like
together?
I've
Are
seen
they
a lot
not
of people
together?
say it's exactly like the plot for that.
Moulin Rouge.
No, I was gonna say my brain's not working. Never mind. Go ahead.
Anyways, lost its momentum as it went, and I was like, all right, this could have been something. This could have been a contender, but it wasn't in the end. But I didn't hate it, which is something I didn't think I said. You know what else I saw?
Yeah.
I just got the cold fingers today.
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw that movie, The Three Billboards Outside Ebbing,
how was
Missouri.
that?
I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody. This was one of those where there was two movies. Jen wanted to go see a movie. I'm like, yeah, I want to go see a movie at Alamo Drafthouse. It's fucking rad.
Fuck yeah.
She gave two options. I've heard good things about both movies.
Uh-huh.
The other was the new one. What? Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
And I was like, I've heard people like these movies. I don't know anything about them. She read the synopsises of them, and we're like, all right, let's go see the Missouri one. I get in there, the movie gets going, and I'm like, oh, this is a dark comedy. I don't do the dark comedy.
Right.
I don't. So I was just based on genre type alone. Not my.
It's kind of based on a true story, though, right?
I don't know.
I think it is.
mean,
Kind of based on true story.
When you start seeing this movie, you'll immediately see where reality breaks, and then no, it does not.
Well, she like
but-
shoots people and shit, right? Or like
Yeah,
fucks up
there's
people.
there's a lot of murder in this movie. It's like, oh, okay, great performances, beautifully shot, cool premise. Just I don't like the dark comedy, but I love Sam Rockwell. I love Woody Harrelson. If anybody knows Woody Harrelson, please tell him I'm
Now,
a big fan.
I liked James's idea where we just take out a couple billboards around town and tell people how much we love Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's a great
Or
idea.
we just do a billboard to Woody. Hey, Woody Harrelson, we really like you. Come on the podcast.
I like
no,
that.
we leave out the come on the podcast, you know what I mean? Because it'll just inspire him to find us.
You think so?
He's
not on Twitter.
If you'll allow
That's
me,
unfortunate.
Well, he is, but he just hasn't used it since like January
Yeah.
2017. If you'll allow me to appropriate, some would say misappropriate, kind of funny funds,
Mm-hmm.
I would gladly get a billboard that just says,
We discussed
"Hey,
how much-
Woody Harrelson, I'm a big fan of your work." Dash at Game Over Greggy.
I'm down. I
Do
think,
it in red
I think
with
we
the
should do this. I think you should find the biggest. You know, one of those ones over by the 101?
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah,
usually
yeah.
like
Like
Google or Apple. I think
Yeah.
we should, whenever they're done with the Apple one,
Yeah.
what are they going to do?
Should we do it just in Los Angeles
I think,
for better, more eyes on it?
yeah.
How about
I
we
think
find
that'd
out
be
how much
hilarious.
it costs?
It's going to cost a lot.
I think
But it
it's
only
gonna be
has to be
cheaper.
up for one day.
It's going to be cheaper,
I
I
don't
think,
think that's how they
in
work.
Los Angeles than it's going to be up here. This is a
Wow.
brilliant idea. We just do it in the same red font. And then he's like, "Oh, you really like the movie?" I'm like, "No, it wasn't my kind of movie, but I thought it was great."
No, actually, I haven't liked a movie that you've made in a really long time.
Oh, I also saw War for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that
to
was
get
good.
psyched up to play the
That was
Planet of
good.
the Apes game,
Yeah, it
which
was
I
good.
fell asleep in, but I don't blame the game. I was just really tired. That was a good movie too, and he's great in that.
I'm telling you right now.
Woody
Woody
fucking
Harrelson, man.
started on Cheers. You know what I mean? You look at this young comedic actor, this young boy,
So good.
And here he is.
falls in love with what's her face, Bruce Willis's ex-wife,
Who's he in love
Demi
with?
Moore.
Demi Moore in Indecent
Great.
Proposal?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that based on Indecent Proposal?
Isn't that also real
No,
life?
that wasn't real life. Bruce Willis actually was married to her. That was what they
Sorry, I got confused.
That's okay. That's okay.
Anyways, that was a good movie.
That was a good
Proposal.
movie. Yeah.
White Men Can't Jump.
Yep.
Zombieland.
Zombieland was great.
Yeah.
He did a lot of. He did a movie. Oh god, it was another indie where he played
Yeah,
the teacher.
Yeah,
I forget what it was called, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
He was
about.
great in
Yeah,
it.
he was really
Yeah,
good too.
I liked
Yeah,
that a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
So yeah, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, we should do this. Look into billboards.
The chat seems pretty split on Billboards versus Lady Bird.
Oh, movie wise?
Whatever the movie.
Oh, the three.
Billboards.
It's called the three.
Yeah.
The movie we're referring to is the three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which, yeah, I don't know if this is actually based on a true story or
I
not.
don't
No
think
one.
it's based on
There's no one in the chat
I mean,
that's saying they like both of them.
Interesting.
Huh.
Well, we'll have to see them both and
Yo,
see
let's
what
go
happens.
Lady Bird, guys.
I'll see Lady Bird.
Fucking shut it all down.
Supposed to be really good.
Shut it
I'm a
all
big
down.
fan of that Greta Gerwig. She was in a movie. God, I can't remember the
I
name
like
of it.
Greta Van Susteren.
Hold on, I gotta look this. Yeah, there you go. She was in a movie that I really liked about millennials, called 20th Century. No, she wasn't 20th Century. What the fuck was that movie called? Maybe it was 20th Century Woman. Oh, Mistress America. That's what it was called.
Mistress America.
Yeah, Mistress America. I really like
a
this.
cool name.
It's a Noah Baumbach movie, and I thought I was like, oh, this is gonna be dumb, but the way it's written and the way they talk to each other, it's kind of a commentary on the millennial generation, and how they talk to each other is hilarious because not one character is actually really listening to the other person. They're just sort of talking at each other.
Yeah.
And at first you're annoyed by it, and then eventually you're like, oh, this is a commentary on society and where we're at right now.
Got it.
The characters are actually likable, so you get through it. Anyway, long story
get
short,
through it.
definitely check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for news. Let's go into tips real quick. A lot of you have seen fit to tip us, and I greatly appreciate that. First tip today comes from Sky Guy 1291. Says, Tim, I'm looking to upgrade the TV, and I'm curious on your thoughts of OLED versus Samsung's QLED TVs. Have you had any burn-ins with your OLED TV? Also, if I go OLED, which LG model is best? Thanks. Jesus Christ, that's a lot to answer.
No, it's not. OLED is better than QLED. Not even a question. Get LG.
What the hell is QLED?
It's Samsung's
Same
bullshit.
for quality
It's-
LED?
No.
Hey,
it's
this
whatever.
is quality.
Get LG.
Laser encryption.
Get either the B6 C6 or C7 C6. Doesn't matter. The 6 and 7 is just if it came out in 2016 or 2017. The B, C, E, and G series, it's all the same shit. They just have different accoutrements. And the B and C is really where it's at because E and G, they just had sound bars and like a couple $1,000s. You don't really need all that stuff.
Okay.
So B6 or C6, B7, C7.
Okay, I'm gonna make you go through that again in about a year when I finally upgrade my TV.
Dude, everyone upgraded this weekend. There was a fan-fucking-tastic sale on the TVs I'm talking about.
Oh, were
And-
there? So that was real? The $1,500?
No, it wasn't $1,500.
Oh, okay.
But so many motherfuckers have upgraded, and I'm happy for them to join the world
There you
of
go.
OLED.
I'll tell you, this is my first OLED device. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I do in fact own the iPhone X.
No more tiny phone.
Or
for Nick.
as I like to call it, my phone's better than yours. Which is hilarious because I had to hand this to someone for the for movies because I did the Fandango thing and
Yeah.
they had to scan the QR. And they're like, "Oh, is this the new iPhone?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "I don't like it." I was like, "Give me that back, you motherfucker!" You know how long I waited for this fucking phone? You know how expensive this is? You tell me you don't like it? Suck it. Mr. Yasman300 has given us another tip and says, "Nick, where do you stand on Martin Scorsese's Casino?" Also, tell Amy Gills that I liked her tweet reply to my Thanksgiving tweet. Oh, that's very nice. I love Casino. I think it's a fun movie.
So good. All like 5 hours of it.
It's so long.
And it's 2 cassettes.
Fuck, it's long. Mr. Mario Not Bros says, "Hey fellas, wanted to share some things going on in my life. I quit my job at Starbucks for a much better job at Apple. Got my first car, and I'm going strong with my girlfriend of 7 months."
Great news.
Aw.
Mario, not bros. Growing up, doing good grown man things.
Mario Not Bros gives us another follow-up tip and says, "Why am I sharing this with you? Because I truly believe none of that would have happened in my life if it wasn't for you guys. You've built me into who I am today, and I'm incredibly thankful for it."
I'm gonna take full credit.
I will take 2% of the credit for it. Tim can have 98%
I'll have
of the credit.
I'll take it. That sounds right.
You know, I'm just saying this. Good for you. Good for you. Not a Kinda Funny fan has tipped us and says, "Busy at work and can't watch live, so decided to slip a 5 into the Kinda Funny G-string. Hope
Hell
you all
yeah.
had a good holiday weekend. Hashtag Justice League was a good movie." No, we're not doing that hashtag. We're not doing it.
It's a long one.
It's a long hashtag. AJ Fry 34 has given us 500 cheers. Just said, "Hey, cheers."
AJ Fry.
Brian McBrien says, "Nick, I watched Bob Saget's 0 to 60 stand-up in the past weekend, and he really reminds me of you. You should totally check it out." I will check that out.
Is that a new Bob Saget?
I don't know.
stand-up?
I hope so.
I think there was something coming out.
I hope so.
I would love to see a new Bob Saget stand up.
He's supposed to be super raunchy, so we'll see
Really?
what happens. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, dude. He says
That's
awful
awesome.
shit.
And our final tip for right now comes from Wingfan191 says, "Just wanted to say that I'll be expecting a 10% cut if you land that voiceover work on the next season of Rick and Morty. I bring people together through Lego games and Twitter."
I would
Thank you for that
lose my
tweet.
shit if
That whole
any of us
tweet
got on
chain
there. Was hilarious.
Was fucking amazing. Can you give the people a
yeah,
rundown
I mean-
of what happened last night?
With that, I don't
Yeah.
even know. I just started. Greg started tweeting in all caps, and I just added to the joke because
It was
I don't
so
know why.
good.
I have no idea what happens. I just like to vamp. You know what I mean? I go after things.
Well, but I mean, give context to what actually happened.
So we are voice actors in a game.
Like, that's how you start. But yeah,
That's how I mean. We
Yeah,
need
yeah, we
context.
are, yeah.
It's Lego Marvel Heroes 2. What is it?
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Superheroes 2. Thank you. It's a long title.
It is.
I play Spider-Ham. Many are saying that's the best voiceover work they've
Yup.
ever heard. In that you are.
I'm Throg.
You're Throg,
The
which is
Frog
the
of
Thor
Thunder.
frog. Kevin, which one are you?
Tinker!
And then Greg is Howard the Duck, if I'm not mistaken. They reached out to us a while back and said, "Hey, it'd be fun if you guys were these characters." We of course said yes, because anytime anyone wants us to do real work, we go, "That sounds great, cool, that's awesome."
Yeah.
And it's always very, very nice. So we did that, and people have been taking pictures of us in the game, like lined up all 4 of us in the game and saying like, this is awesome and yada, yada, yada. Someone tweeted that out and someone else said, wait, why are you tweeting out the picture of these 4 people? And Greg tweeted out because we're in the game.
And he did it in all caps.
No, that wasn't the first one. He said, we're in the game. And then I tweeted, the guy named Justin. I was like, Justin, it's us in the game. That's us. And then Greg replied with all caps. So you see me, Tim, and Nick, and Kevin are in it, not Joey, not Andy, and clarified that. And at that point, I'm like, oh, we're into shenanigans territory.
Yeah.
So let's keep this going. And then I replied with basically the exact same thing, but in all caps, letting him know that we are the voice actors in the game, but we're the bad ones. If there are other ones that are good, those are real voice actors. We're the other ones that are shitty.
Wait, do
you know who that was?
Do you know who that is?
No idea who it was.
That's
Really?
the Rick and Morty creator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you were just fucking.
Yeah, I go. Let me tell you one thing right now.
That is the most Nick Scarpino
Cool Greg
story of all time.
Cool Greg wants to get in the car with me, we get in the fucking car. That's all I'm saying. Cool Greg says, Nick, let's go slapping. I slap. I have no idea who it was. 0. I knew it was someone noteworthy.
I love
By
you.
about halfway through the thread, people were like, this is awesome. When generally when they say that, I'm like, okay, this is someone that I probably should know.
Yeah.
But no, didn't care.
You're the worst.
Am I the worst or am I the freest out of all of us?
No, it's the worst.
You see what I'm saying? Cool Greg is the night, I am the day. Together we make all day air day.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Damn, I like
all
that.
Day,
I like that a lot.
I'm all day, he's air day, okay?
Yeah.
So that really was the creator?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that really was.
The fucking Cosby guy. House of Cosby's.
Oh, wow. I like that guy. He's really funny.
What's really cool though about the Lego Marvel Superheroes thing is a lot of people have been tweeting me videos of them playing through as us. And dude, our shit's substantial. Like each of us have like a 20-minute mission that's just our characters. It's pretty fucking cool.
Interesting.
Check that shit out.
There you go. I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us
We
too.
did it. I hear that the voiceover, like I showed it to my wife, and she gave me the best praise she possibly could. She goes, huh?
Yes.
And I was like, that's her way of saying, don't quit your day job. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the next section, which is called P.S. I Love This Best Friend XOXO. This is your opportunity to shout someone out in the community you feel is doing an awesome job as a human being. Today's shout out comes from someone named New, who is shouting out John Dyson. Is that how we say his last name? I've said it a bunch of times. It's Dyson, right? Dyzone? Let's call him Joey Fatone Dyzone.
It's Dyzone.
Dyzone.
It rhymes with the mustard.
Dijon.
Yeah. And
Dijon.
It's our boy New.
Dyson.
We know New. New's great.
My brother in the Windy City, this is long overdue, but I appreciate all the advice he has given me over the past couple of months and provided me a bit of respite during, nice use of respite. Good job on that one. During my cross-country trek to Seattle, he's the best partner to beat up bad guys in Streets of Rage with, and he took me to Portillo's for the first time. A true best friend, and I cannot wait to see him and his lovely partner, Tej, again. Much love. Go check out his Instagram, by the way, at john.dizon. He posts the gnarliest food and drinks in Chicago. That's really nice.
Shout out to him. I don't know if this was inspired by this or if it's just a fun little coincidence. He designed this shirt.
Yep.
John.
Oh, okay, yes, thank you. Now I'm putting a face to a name right
Yeah.
now.
Such a good shirt.
That's nice.
Fantastic shirt.
Yeah, I like that shirt. One day we should probably sell that shirt.
We probably should.
It's a really
not
cool shirt.
today.
Honestly, he's done a lot of shirts where we've been
Yeah.
like, holy shit, we should,
get
that's a
on
good
that.
He
shirt.
did a Galaxy
Good
print
idea.
shirt too,
He
right?
did. He
Yeah.
did. He's a
Yeah, we gotta
fantastic
figure
dude.
that out. So that's awesome. Thanks, John. Thanks, New. Thanks for everyone in the community for being awesome people and encouraging awesome people. Together, we will propagate awesomeness. That is the goal of Kinda Funny, is to propagate positivity and awesomeness. Just like we do every day here when we give away a game. There are 4 different ways to win and to get entered to win this game. A, you can be in the Twitch chat. B, you can be a subscriber. We've already gone over how, but you know what? I'm gonna remind you again. It's super easy. You get Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. Right now, stop. We'll give you 5 seconds. All you gotta do is link those 2 accounts and subscribe to this channel. You're automatically a subscriber. It's free. Amazon, taking those $1 bills out and just spreading that cheddar all over our G-string. That's the way it goes, okay? Ways 3 and 4, you go to patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunnygames, either of those, and you subscribe to us for the $2 or above level, and guess what? You get early access to all our content. You get entered to win this giveaway. It's really just a great thing to do as a human being or as a pet. If you got a dog and he's got an extra $2 this month, take it. What the fuck's he gonna spend it on? He's not going to Starbucks.
Solid point.
Take those $2 away, put it in your
Yeah,
pocket,
yeah.
give us the $2 or whatever, it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, today's giveaway is brought to you by our illustrious sponsor, Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave, y'all.
Dollar Shave Club makes products for hair, face, skin, shower, everything you need.
Butt wipes.
But they do make the butt
They made the
wipes.
Charlie's butt wipes. Big fan.
They got Tim looking and feeling amazing. You're a big
True.
fan of the Dollar
Yeah,
Shave Club.
you see me?
Largely because
Dollar Shave Club
every
this
time
morning.
they ship us anything, you steal it.
I do. It's stealing. It's using the product.
And you could bring it here. You could spread it on the table. I could also spread my face
Nick,
on the Dr. Carver's shave
I
butter.
also steal it.
Everyone's stealing the Dr. Carver's shave
It's
butter?
not stealing. It's just here, and then it's not. You know what I mean? Cool Greg staying shaved. Thanks to Dollar Shave Club.
Cool Greg, you're looking good. Come over here. Get on the camera.
He's so
Let's take a look at you right now. Let's take a look at you. Cool Greg has many looks.
He's already uncomfortable. He already
Cool
hates
Greg
me.
has the boy band look, but now he's got the thug life
the
look.
boy band. Look.
Oh, the boy. Oh, you need to shave. You gotta get. Tomorrow's shave. I want you to shave. This is a sponsorship all week. This is sacrilege.
We'll get an
Dollar
update.
Shave Club has sponsored us. The least all of us could have done was shave.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool, Greg.
Cool, Greg. You shave with
God,
Dollar
you had
Shave
one
Club. You let us
job.
know how it goes.
Shave.
And it's all.
Dollar Shave Club
It's
is
all
great.
original
Now here's
stuff.
the thing.
Why gotta read the
There's-
thing?
For getting into Christmas time,
Yeah.
right? There's gifts. You can get gifts, people. This is the best thing
Yeah.
you want to do,
Well,
right?
do I show you
Gift
read the thing?
memberships, e-gift certificates. It's all you got to do.
I'm getting there.
I
I'm getting
know.
there.
You don't
And it's
need
all
to
their own
read
original.
it, like word for word.
I do. I thought that's what we were supposed to do.
No,
I like it.
that's not what we're supposed
Really?
to do.
This whole
No.
time I've just been reading the whole copy, which I thought was funny because sometimes it's redundant. But I'm like, I'm gonna go deep into it.
Yeah, no, it's just notes.
Yeah, well, they have memberships and they have e-gift cards available for this holiday season. Definitely go check that out. I'm sure there's a promo code somewhere, but Tim skipped in front of me. DollarShaveClub.com/morning. That's DollarShaveClub.com/morning.
Start from the weave.
I mean, that's a sentence away from where I was before. Don't interrupt me again
Well, you just were going on for so long.
It's fun.
Slap 'em,
Some
Nick.
people
Slap
like it.
'em.
We've arranged for you to try your first month of their best razor along with the travel-size version of shave butter, body cleanser, and yes, even butt wipes. God damn, I love that word. Just for $5. After that, the replacement cartridges ship for just a few bucks a month. It's the DSC Starter Set. Get yours for just $5 exclusively at DollarShaveClub.com/morning. That's DollarShaveClub.com/morning. Thank you for sponsoring this giveaway, Dollar Shave Club. And today's winner for the giveaway comes from the Kind of Funny Games Patreon. It is James Hardcastle.
James Hardcastle, what a name.
That is a name. I just watched Punisher. That reminds me of the Punisher. You have won Steep on the Xbox One. Congratulations.
Oh.
You are the man, the myth, the legend. Kevin, let's make sure to message James and give him that code.
I don't handle it.
Who handles
Joey
that?
ain't here.
Joey.
Oh, Joey does
She
that?
is in
Well,
the chat, though.
Is Joey in the
Joey?
chat?
Yeah, she is. I see her right here.
Joey, can you message James? His email's there and send him that code.
I'm sure she's already done it.
We
That'd be
appreciate you.
delicious.
You're a champion in our hearts.
Yeah.
Pardon my
Cool.
friends, whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the giveaway. That's it for the news. Right now, we're going to go into the section we call the 3 and 3, where we get an opportunity to talk to 3 of you norms out there and then 3 of the chosen few. Is this joke rotten? Is this joke completely the antithesis of everything I talked about propagating and promoting positivity? Yes. Does it make me laugh? The chosen
Jokes.
few. Let's queue up your questions, comments, concerns, or compliments, and we'll read a few of them right now.
Zyger
Never heard of
says,
them.
how long was the VO session for each of you guys for Lego Marvel Superheroes 2?
Mine was about an hour, I
Mine
think.
was about an hour.
Greg's was about an hour.
Then there was Kevin.
How long was yours, Kev?
It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
4
Took him
hours.
Did Kevin have more lines than us? No, in fact, he had less.
Fewer.
No, I didn't have fewer.
Yeah,
I had
you
about
were-
the same.
No,
I
you
had
were a
about the
boss
same.
because you had a boss fight. You didn't even have a whole mission.
Here's the deal.
Because I looked through them.
Kevin, I've worked with Kevin
Not an
now.
actor. Not an actor. I want to put that
Almost
clear.
15 episodes of the animated series. Next one going live probably next week.
Yeah.
In December. It's going to be fucking
The
great.
final one.
It's spoilers. It may or may not introduce one Andy Cortez.
And
What? Oh, and Cool Greg. Well, Cool Greg doesn't need an introduction. Here's the deal. Cool Greg I just threw in there.
well, you're right.
Greg
Andy
was
does
just like-
have an introduction.
It is
Cool Greg's
actually
just
like-
there.
Cool Greg's just there, man. He's just popping. He's there until he's not there. We're not going to spoil that stupid joke. But the thing about it is this: Kevin likes to get into his character. He likes to read the lines ahead of time. He likes to really practice them and do that. And then he gets them out and he's awesome. It might take him a little longer, but I'll tell you this right now: out of all the people that got compliments in the animated show, Kevin is by far number one.
It's because
Everyone fucking
there's
loves
a
Kevin.
genuine hesitance
Yeah.
to everything.
Yeah.
And it just comes off so funny.
It's
like it
perfect.
records so well because it's like it always sounds like he's not quite sure of
Yeah.
what he's saying,
Uh-huh.
which is how he talks.
Which is fine.
It's authentic.
Totally fine.
I love it.
It took 4 hours because like I had rehearsed all the lines and I had like a way he was gonna speak, and then as soon as we started, he was like, "Oh no, we can't do that. You're making him too old." And I was like, "Oh."
Oh.
So then, like the whole time, I was just tripping balls.
It happens.
The whole time.
I mean, I did the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna do my high-pitched New Yorker
No, you
voice.
fucking nailed it, dude.
Well, no, but if he'd have told me, hey, you can't do that, I'd have been like, then he's just gonna sound like this. I'm just gonna talk like this. Hey, everyone, I'm Spider-Pig.
It was terrifying when
What's
he said
up?
like, "Oh, that's not gonna work. We can't do him that old." I was just like, "Oh," but like he's an old man.
He is an old man.
Like I've seen him now.
There he is. You nailed it, though. 4 hours later, we nailed it.
Also got paid the most.
There
Just
you
a
go.
fun fact.
AJ Cresso says, Nick, thoughts on Punisher so far? Just finished it this weekend and loved it. Great cast. I liked Punisher a lot. Looking forward to a second season. Thought the last... there was, of course, Netflix always has a couple episodes, and then they're like, you don't need these episodes. And the ending was a little antithetical. No, it was a little ridiculous compared to what he did the rest of the time.
Okay,
That's not a word.
Yeah, no, that works.
I guess.
Kind of,
It was
but
just
I got
kind
what
of.
you're saying. I thought you were totally off, but
the
you were
way it
just a
ends,
little
you're
off.
just like, what the fuck? Really? Really? Like, all right, cool. I guess you're gonna do that now, which is weird. Anyway, that boy Tommy says one has to go: Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Bruce Willis, Chris Pratt, or Robert Downey Jr. I mean, at this point, Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
He's the only one not doing good work anymore.
He's done. In my heart.
Mr. Yesman 300 says, Nick, when you have The Rock on GOG, will you convince him to bongo Kevin Hart in another movie? No, but I will convince him to bongo Kevin.
You will ask.
Because the Mia Khalifa Kevin bongoing was something special. Something very special.
M. Halamo1 says, Spider-Ham had a very Mark Wahlberg cadence to him.
Spider-Ham?
Yeah, you.
He did. Hey, it's Mark Wahlberg. Hey, I'm Spider-Ham.
I'm Spider-Ham.
Hey. I would have done that voice had I been able to actually do it for an hour, but I was not. Let's go into subscriber-only mode.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to wrap this one up. This is a good one back.
This was a good
I feel
one.
good. I feel fresh. Unlike some Rotten Tomatoes movies. Antithetical. It's a word, right? Isn't that a word? Am I crazy?
It's a word.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what you would think it would be, right?
The way that you were describing it, that sounded like a very weird way to describe it, but then when you kept talking, it was like, oh, that does make sense.
Right. It's antithetical to the way the character should have acted, or had acted the rest of the entire time, which I thought was right. B Silver 87 says, "Shot in the Dark on Netflix, Nick. You should check it out. It's about film crews filming accidents and incidents and selling the footage to news outlets." I did see that actually.
Oh, you watched
I haven't
it?
watched it.
Yeah,
I saw it pop up.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
like
good,
Nightcrawler.
though?
Nah, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Trevor the Jones says, "Hey, beautiful boys. In honor of therapy today, how's your mental health, dudes?" Good.
I'm good.
I would say I'm at an all-time high right now, flying high. We got through the holidays. Didn't have any emotional breakouts. Was able to just be there for my wife and support her.
That's good.
And that was great.
There you go.
You got a little snippy at each other here and there, but that always happens when we're in a hotel room together for 5 days straight.
Oh, yeah?
And it just, I usually get to that point and I recognize it's happening and I go, I'm gonna go for a walk. And I just go somewhere, sit at a Starbucks, read my new fucking, my phone's better than your phone, and call it a day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You are the keeper of many things.
The
and
keeper
your
of many
phone being
things.
better than other people's phones.
I'm the keeper of
one of them.
10 things. Okay,
okay.
1, is The Departed a good movie? 2, whether or not Blade Runner 2049 is a good movie. 3, we leave open. 4, is a spot for Jesus. That's Jesus' spot. If Jesus wants to come in and hang out with us, he can. If not, boom. 5, is my phone better than your phone?
Definitively.
Definitively.
Yes.
At this point in my life, I can honestly say yes, my phone is better than your phone. Unless you're Tim, in which case my phone's equal to your phone. But does your phone have this cool background?
No.
I got a
Look
new
at that.
phone too this weekend.
What'd you get?
Cool, Greg did get a new
Tim's
phone.
old phone.
That's cool.
But
That's a great phone.
My whole life's different.
It's huge.
It's fucking great.
It is amazing. I will say this phone, and we're probably going to do a GOG topic about the iPhone X and whether or not it is all the trimmings of it, pros and cons. But it is a pretty massive upgrade from where I was at before.
Let's do one more.
Michael496 says, Nick, thoughts on Kevin Feige confirming characters exiting the MCU after Avengers 4? I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that
Are
either.
there some? Link us to that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was the movie that Nick read that was similar to Nightcrawler, the one about selling footage to news outlets? It's called Shot in the Dark.
Shot in the dark.
And I liked Nightcrawler a lot, so it better be better than that.
And that's it.
That's all. Actually, Acro86 brings up a good point. It says, shouldn't Jesus' spot be
A-Rock.
7th? A-Rock86 says, shouldn't Jesus' spot be 7th?
No.
Jesus is wherever Jesus wants to go, but I'm not putting him 7th. You gonna put Jesus 7th in the fucking lineup? No. Jesus is either 3rd or he's
I'm
back in
Blade
cleanup.
Runner.
Do you see what I'm saying?
The movie's
They have
fantastic,
priorities.
right?
Seventh is the day of rest. He doesn't want to be working on that.
No, he's fucking chilling. He's chilling at Starbucks.
God damn it, Andy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your morning show for November 27th. Thank you so much for joining us again. We are just rolling very quickly to the holidays as Andy just lazily walks in front of me to do what? What are you doing over there? Just get a little...
Let's give us hands.
That's where the hand sanitizer... Maybe we should consider putting the hand sanitizer someplace that doesn't require you to cross in front of me or behind me. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Tim, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Cool, Greg, what's up?
Good show, dude.
All right,
Great show.
Andy. Stick around. Kind of Funny Games Daily will be right back.